Welcome back to Gordon's Views and Reviews, where we look at everything from world politics to how my grass is growing, where I buy products and test them, give you my honest evaluation to help you make a more informed decision. Today, we're going to look at an inexpensive studio microphone. It's a large diaphragm condenser microphone from Fosmon. We'll do the unboxing here in a moment. And then I'll do some tests comparing it to my MXL 770 so we can see what it sounds like. The 770 is about 4 times the price of this. So let's go. So here we have the package from Amazon. And we'll just rip this open. And we have the professional large diaphragm studio recording microphone from Fosmon. Inside we have an instruction sheet. Gives you the specifications, the polar pattern, etc. Inside we have a USB with mini jacks. We have the XLR cable to 3.5 mini jack. We have 5/8 to 3/8 adapter. We have the shock mount. Seems reasonably well made. Not excessively, but reasonably. We have the clown nose. And last but not least, we have the microphone. It seems to have a reasonable weight to it. Seems reasonably well finished. Let's plug it in, see what noise it makes. Okay, so for this first test, I have the Fosmon mounted here on my stand. I'm holding it. You can see it here in front of me. It's about 8 inches from my mouth. I have it plugged into my laptop using the adapter that came with the system. I have to use the headphone jack on that same adapter to hear anything. That said, I'm not hearing a lot at the moment. Okay, now I have it plugged into my Evister L53. This is to see how it compares plugged directly into the computer. Next, I'm going to try my Tascam, which I think has a little better phantom power supply. We are now recording through the Fosmon directly into the Tascam. This is just using the 3.5 millimeter plug. I'll try this in a moment with real phantom power. So now I have the Fosmon plugged into phantom power through my Behringer mixer. It's plugged into my Tascam recorder, and it's very sensitive. I've got the gain on the Tascam turned very low, like it's turned to 0, and my gain, I've had to reduce the gain on the Behringer as well. And I have the microphone currently sitting on the stand on my knee. But if I move, you can hear me. There, I'm just touching the base of the stand, and it's picking that up. This is a very, very sensitive microphone. I'll set up the MXL 770 and we'll see what that sounds like in comparison. Now I have the MXL 770 connected. It is now sitting on my knee, the same as the Fosmon was. We're at the same settings. I did not adjust anything. And it'll be interesting to hear what kind of a difference there is between these two microphones. The MXL is what, 4 times the price? What are some of my initial thoughts on this? When I first plugged this microphone in, I was really amazed at how little gain it takes and how extremely sensitive it is. When I had it plugged in just before I started recording, I could hear the kids upstairs and it sounded like they were standing right behind me. I don't recall the MXL being that sensitive. It probably is. I just don't remember it that way. But because normally when I'm down here, the kids aren't too loud, so it's hard to say. So now that I've had some time to play with this Fosmon microphone, what do I think of it? First of all, for a $35 microphone kit, as I said in the unboxing, the build quality of the microphone mount is reasonable for a $35 kit. It's not great. As you heard, there was a lot of handling noise when I was handling the stand. The mount should take care of more of that than it did compared to other mounts, shock mounts that I have for other condenser microphones. It's clearly of lower quality. The microphone itself, again, it's a reasonable quality, a reasonable weight. It's a little on the light side compared to other higher quality microphones or higher priced microphones. The weight of this microphone is 7 ounces. The grill is good and solid. The overall build isn't bad. As you've heard in the samples, the sound quality is quite reasonable when it's plugged in to phantom power. If you plug it into your computer using this, as you heard, it's horrible. It's an absolute waste of time. With phantom power, it's very reasonable. I was quite impressed. I actually played a sample to a couple of people who generally have better ears than I do. And they really liked the sound of this compared to a couple of other higher priced microphones. But what's important here is what you think. I'll give you another sample. But what's important here is what you think. What sound do you hear? I'm going to switch back and forth here between the Fosmon microphone and my normal recording chain, which is a Lix Pro pencil condenser microphone. I have them both plugged into the Behringer mixer. My settings are the same. None of this will be processed other than for balancing the sound levels. As I was editing this video, it occurred to me that I had overlooked a very obvious comparison that I should do. This Fosmon microphone should be compared to a microphone of approximately the same price. And I remembered that I have the Neewer NW800 microphone, which is also an XLR microphone that comes with a 8mm plug and is designed to be plugged directly into your computer. And I thought that would be a fairer comparison than with the MXL 770. So here I'll do a series of tests, switching back and forth between the Fosmon and the Neewer NW800. What I try to do in my videos at Gordon's Views and Reviews is to provide you with as much information as I can about the product I am reviewing, so that you can make a more informed decision about whether that product will meet your needs. I try to give you lots of samples of the audio produced by microphones or the audio captured by digital voice recorders, so you have something that actually gives you real information about the product being tested. In these comparisons on these 3 microphones, there will be no processing other than to adjust the volumes to the same level. If I make any adjustments to the gain, that will be noted. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned something. I hope this has helped with your buying decisions. I look forward to seeing you soon. Stay safe. Take care.